In our last video, we talked about basic formulas such as sum ifs, average ifs, and average if, and the related formulas. Today, in this video, we're going to be looking at concatenate, one of the options of working with strings in Excel, and of course in Google Sheets, as the case may be. So we're using an online version of Excel, and you can access it using excel.cloud.microsoft. All right, going forward, I want to describe the data that is here, and I want to use concatenate such that I can always sort of pull my formula down, and it will do the same for all the other rows. So to use concatenate, we need to study the syntax of the formula. Is equals to concatenate. Good. It's just basically helping me put text together. So let's say I want to say the subject's name is Stephen. Stephen is male and 79 years old. So let's say Stephen. So this is Stephen. Here it's just like narrating. That's one of the reasons why I love spreadsheets. It's not too much mathematics, so I'll just the formula flows like I'm speaking English. Stephen, right, is male, right? So I'm going to, that is male, I'm going to put it in quotation mark. Stephen is, because I want a space between is and male, so I'm going to say is, then I'm going to put another space, then remember is male, right? And so here I want to continue, and is, I'm closing again because it's a string, 79 years old, close. Stephen is male and is 97 years old. Let's drag down and see the narration for the others. Sophia is female and is 32 years old. You can see how easy the syntax looks because we're using the formula concatenate. And you can use this to sort of narrate anything, picking from data points and using the comma sign like we just did. So if you have any questions, please drop it and I will attend to them. So drop it on the comments on this video. Of course, like, share, subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss awesome videos like this. Moving on, let's look at another formula. Here I'm not going to be concatenating. I want to do some form of data cleaning. So I have some names here, but they are badly written, spaces everywhere, so I just want to remove the space. So here I'm going to use what we call the trim formula. So this will be trimmed names, right? Here it is very simple. It's equal to trim, and I want to trim Stephen Badmus. You can see how it looks, removing all the extra spaces, and we'll do the same for others. Every extra space removed, I have their names properly the way I want it to be. So use trim formula to sort of remove extra spaces in your data set or in a particular type of data so that you can concentrate and then you can make it look proper. All right, so what if you have something like this? Let me say you have I have the name Stephen Badmos right? Sophia, Andrew, right? So how can you deal with some data that is this bad? What you can use is what we call so let's call this name, and let's call this trim and proper. So here you trim at the same time like we did here, and then you add something else which we call proper. So here you say is equals to trim, right, proper, and then the reference cell. Sorry, I didn't close with the second. Thank you. That's why you should always use the same number of cells the same number of brackets you open is what you should always close. You can see, beautiful using trim and proper. This is your very first step into learning to clean data.